Are you sick of your mates hitting it 20 yards past you? I've been there myself and I've managed to turn it around. Hit it longer than your friends, have an extra 30 yards in those tough long holes and hit wedges into par fours. I always hated being a short hitter. I tried over speed training, smashing the gym, changing clubs, but honestly none of it worked. Try as much as I'd like, I could never create any more speed in my golf swing until I discovered how to use the ground to create genuinely shocking amounts of speed for me. Now I drive the ball further than ever before with a record club head speed of 125 miles an hour, which is pretty good and I'm really proud of it considering I couldn't top above 100 miles an hour only a couple of years ago. That's an increase of 25 miles an hour or 75 yards in only a couple of years. I guarantee you'll hit longer drives if you implement what you learn in this video. Plus, I'm going to take you through my favorite drill for adding more speed to your game. Honestly, it's super simple. If this is one of the first videos of mine you've seen, please consider subscribing to the channel. Let's set the record straight. There's a misconception in golf that generating more speed is a bad thing. But it's not. Hitting it longer makes golf way easier. The first step to creating colossal power with our driver is storing energy in our backswing. We need to coil our bodies with a big pivot so that we can unwind to create massive force in our downswing. Many golfers underturn. This then encourages the club to work over the top in our downswing. When the club works over the top, we can't now create massive power in our game for one of two reasons. When we're here, either we keep turning, the club travels left and we strike it out the heel, compromising strike, reducing distance, or we put the brakes on the pivot. When we're over the top, we stop turning to drop the club in a decent spot so that we can maximize strike, but now we've reduced speed and reduced distance. A big pivot on our backswing will let the golf club travel more from the inside. Now from here, you can turn, unwind the body with force and maximize power. It's essential to have a big pivot if you want to create loads of power. This next drill is honestly a game changer for training your pivot. Grab two alignment sticks and place one on the floor about 2 club lengths ahead of you. Place the other across your chest and get in your golf posture. Now just turn until the stick across your chest points to the stick in the floor. Training your pivot, getting used to that big turn, just recreate the feeling in your golf swing. With a club in hand, I'm just gonna make some swings trying to recreate that big pivot. Step 2 for hitting the longest drives of your life is pushing into the ground. No, I don't mean like this. Learning to use the ground is like jumping on a trampoline. What I'm about to show you is like a trampoline for your golf swing. Once we've coiled up to the top of our backswing, most golfers want to turn their body and throw the club at the ball as fast as they can. This is a waste of all the energy you've stored up in the backswing because we're throwing it away too early. We want to hold our body closed for just a moment as we push down into that left foot. Resist the urge to throw the whole barn door at it from the top. Imagine a watermelon is under your left foot and you're going to stamp down as hard as you can to crush it at the start of your downswing, before you start unwinding your body and throwing the club at the ball. This is key to hitting monster drives. You'll find out exactly why in step 3. And honestly, it's shocking. Practice coiling your backswing and squatting into your left foot. I'm putting as much force as I can muster into the ground through that left foot, pressing down hard on it. Practice this. We've coiled. We've squatted into our left foot. We've built up massive amounts of power, and now it's time to unleash all of it onto the ball. This is the most important part. Nothing before matters if you don't do this. When we push down into the ground, it pushes back with the same amount of force. This is Newton's third law, and it's the secret to hitting the longest drives of your life. Once we've pushed down into our left foot, now we need to push up even harder. Just imagine you're launching yourself up out of a pit of snakes. As we push up off the ground, we not only have all the force we're pushing off the ground with to smash into the ball, but we've got all the force we pushed down into the ground from before to add to it. It's like a tsunami that's had a nuclear bomb explode behind it. As we push up off the ground, straightening our left leg, all this force you've built up surges through your body and into the club head, It's like cracking a whip. We're going to change your game forever with a drill that's going to teach you to do this effortlessly. So it's a big coil to start, then push down as hard as you can into the ground, push up hard as you can, and crack the club like a whip. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you're trying to build this up. Start really slow. Just get used to those 3 movements. 1, 2, 3. And then you can start to apply some force into the ground. Try and see if you can create some force doing this. And just gradually build up your speed. Tie it all together. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's tee one up. Whew, that had some rocket power to it. I know you're thinking, you can't hit it like that. I've been there and I completely get it. But stop right now. I'm going to help you master the ground in 1 minute so that you can hit drives with godlike power using nothing but an old towel. Honestly, this is my favorite drill for learning to use the ground properly, and it blows students away every time they try it for the first time. It's so easy and it's going to help you generate so much more power. Hold it like a club and swing your arms back so your hands reach no higher than your hips. This is vital. Your hands can never go higher than your hips in your backswing. Now from here, we have to create as much noise as we possibly can with this towel. Now if we just use our arms, we're not going to make it very noisy. We're not going to create much force with the towel. So we have to use the ground. So we swing back, push down into the ground, and then push up hard. Let's try it really slow first. So we're 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Try and flex that left knee as you push down into the ground to really give you the sensation that you're pushing as much weight into the ground as you can. Now let's make some noise with this towel, but we can't let our hands travel any further back than our waist. We want to train our legs to create power here, not our arms. How fast and loud can we get this towel here? We want to hear it crack like a whip as we push into and out of the ground. Once you've got comfortable with this, try it with your driver. The same short backswing, how fast can you make the club? Have a couple swings, and once you're comfortable with this, try it with a golf ball. Now, really key here, we need to make sure we don't let our hands travel past our waist. Practice this for a few shots and get comfortable. Add back in that big coil. Let's go to a full backswing again. Now that we've practiced that push in to the ground and the push out of the ground, we should find it much, much easier now. It's big turn coil, that's 1. Big push in the ground, that's 2. Big push out of the ground, that's 3. And crack the club like a whip. So it's 1, big coil. 2, push into the ground. 3, push out. I guarantee if you learn to harness the ground, you won't believe how much farther you can hit driver. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss a free video, and check out the description for my coaching, practice plans, and free guides to lower your scores. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It's a massive help, and check out the videos below to continue leveling up your game. Thanks so much for watching. Have an awesome day.